Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the Six Flags Show, Season 5 finale. If you have not watched any Six Flags shows this season or past seasons, go check out the playlist listed below. Before we get started, Six Flags has a little bit in the news this week. The other day, they put a post out about their new smoking policy, and it's got everybody up in arms. Up in arms. I don't know. So they're basically saying there's no more smoking in the park. There's no more designated smoking areas. I'm trying to remember, where were the designated smoking areas? There's one across from the I Don't Carousel, and there's like a little hill there by the bathrooms. I think there was one by American Thunder in that little strip down. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
in between the log flume.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I think there was one over by...
What was the first one you said?
Across from the I Don't Carousel.
There's one right by like
the Buccaneer.
Buccaneer.
The old Joker.
Oh. No, there's one right next to what's the place where you can get the powder cakes, or what are they called?
Funnel cakes?
Funnel cakes?
Oh yeah, that's right. There was one right there.
The
that was in a weird spot. Forgot about that one. But now they are no more. You can only smoke outside of the park, kind of over to the right of the front entrance, where there's kind of a dead area. Like no one walks over there anyway. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You got the sign, the arch, Six Flags. Then over on the right, there's nothing over there. There's a couple benches. No one ever walks over there except for me when I'm filming like an intro saying, I'm back at Six Flags. Other than that, no one ever goes over there. So people are just losing their minds.
Why?
I don't know. I don't smoke. I don't know anyone that smokes. This does not affect me or us in any way. But people are like really upset both for and against this change. And I don't really know why. Some people are saying, oh, now you're going to make all the guests walk past the area and smell the smoke when they're trying to enter the park. No, you're not. You're not going to be anywhere near it. Like, what are you talking about? Let's remove all the smoking areas and create one outside the front gate so everyone has to walk by it. People, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're not going to smell any smoke. It's nowhere near the front gate. Where the smoking areas were past, you'd smell it way more than where it is now. And then, of course, people are like, oh, you're going to ban smoking in the park, but you're still going to sell alcohol and soda and candy, which are all terrible for you.
I think smoking's worse.
Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down, people. It's like a 15-second walk from the front gate over to outside the park. It's not going to affect anything. If you want to smoke a cigarette, just walk outside, smoke, and walk right back in. It's like 15 seconds away.
Yeah.
Like 30 steps from where the entrance is. You'll be fine.
There's no way people are comparing smoking to like
they are.
Candy.
Look at the comments. There's like almost, I think, 1,000 comments on this. It's crazy. And I don't think what people realize is most venues now, inside or out, have already done this policy. You can't smoke at Disney World at all. There's no smoking areas.
What about like Silver Dollar City?
I don't know about Silver Dollar City. I'm trying to think. They might still have smoke areas, but I bet that's the next to go. Most amusement and theme parks are eliminating these. You can't smoke at like stadiums. If you go to Busch Stadium in St. Louis, you have to walk out of the stadium at a certain gate. Like there's not even any designated spots in there. Obviously, you know, a lot of the restaurants around the area you can't smoke in, or many places. This is like not anything new. So I don't know why people are all up in arms over this. But I don't know. People just want to complain about everything, and that's very ironic coming from me. But don't complain about this, because it's people saying, you're going to lose more business than ever before because we can't smoke. Does anyone even still smoke?
Yeah, I feel like people vape.
I feel like smoking is like, I don't even see anybody smoking anymore. It's very, very much on the decline.
A lot of people just vape now, which is arguably worse. But
yeah. So people are under the assumption they're gonna have to walk through a cloud of smoke walking into the park. No. The only thing that I don't know is because on some of the passes you can bring a friend for free, but the friend cannot re-enter the park if they leave. So if they smoke, I guess they can't. They can't. I don't know. I don't know how that's working.
Yeah, I don't.
But whatever. And then they also have finally posted about the I Don't Carousel. We got a bunch of pictures, all these refurbished horses. And it says in here, they're in a storage area collecting dust. And I saw somewhere where we will see them in June. Yes. It says, this process took longer than anticipated. Really? But the horses are beautiful, and we are anxious for everyone to see them up close in June. So maybe they will start to install them then. So maybe we'll see an opening date of June or July.
Now, why did it take this long, though?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like,
no one
they're
knows.
Horses. They're wooden.
Well, I mean, it does take a long time to strip them all down, and they were all, I mean, those horses were like 100 years old, so they had to be completely remolded and stripped and painted and by hand.
But I feel like they've built like
been,
2 attractions.
It's been 6 years. So
it doesn't take 6 years.
It's been 6 years. I don't know. I think maybe they had like one person working on them for 6 years.
Probably.
But let's get to the content of today's video. Over the last week or so, I've been posting some questions, true or false, on some things that we'll see if they come true or not at Six Flags over the 2025 season. We're not going to know the answers to these until the end of the year or sometime during the year. So the first one I asked was, let me find it, was, will the Tsunami Soakers open this year at Six Flags St. Louis? This was a little closer than I thought. Yes, 34%, no, 66%. I think that no needs to ramp up to 100% because someone did ask a question to Six Flags on one of the posts recently, and they actually said it's not going to open this year.
Oh.
So
wait, why not?
I don't know. I think it's a dead attraction. It's done. So it's definitely not opening up this year, though. It's from what they say. But 34% of people still had hope. Question number 2, will the Titan track, which is a term I had never heard before until a few days ago, improve the boss?
I said no. I responded.
Caleb responded, you said no. 69% of people said yes. 31% said no. I mean, I guess anything is an improvement. It might still be really, it might be maybe a 84% painful instead of a 97% painful. I don't know. So I guess the only way to find out is to ride it. Oh, God. I don't know if I could put my body through that torture.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll have to try it. Question 3. This is evenly split. I can't believe it. Will both sides of the log flume operate at the same time at any point this year, Six Flags? What? I have not seen this in years.
I think I said no.
Yeah, it's yes 50%, no 50%. We are right down the middle as of right now. I'm going to have to say no. What did you say?
I said no.
When is the last time that's happened? They have 2 sides. A lot of times the water's running on the left Twix side, but they never operate both sides, ever.
Yeah.
If anyone sees this happen, and I'm not there, please take a picture of both the logs coming down or a video or something, because we want some proof.
Yeah.
I don't really understand why they don't operate both sides. I don't even understand why they don't just make it one continuous log flume and just do both sides. Go through both cycles. That'd be my choice. Okay. Will the I Don't Carousel open at Six Flags St. Louis this year?
I think I said yeah. Actually, I have no idea what I said.
The yeses are at 43. The no's are at 57. This is before they posted that update that said we'll see you in June.
Yeah, I think I said no.
But just because they're installing the horses in June, that doesn't necessarily mean this ride's going to be open. It just might sit there with horses until the end of the year. Who knows? You know, Caleb's looking up to see what you voted for.
I'm trying to see what I said.
Does it show what you voted for?
Yeah. Yeah, so I said no for the log flume. Oh, I didn't vote. Okay, well, I'm going to say no.
Oh, now we're going to be over. It's going to be a different... You've changed the results. Okay. Now, next question. This has been a hot button topic because when Six Flags and Cedar Fair merged together, they announced, and it's gone back. I don't even understand. They've gone back and forth on this scenario about selling off some of the parks. So sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. I don't really understand, but
I said no.
will Six Flags be sold in the next year? 26% said yes, 74% said no. I'm going to say no. I don't think Six Flags is going anywhere from the company. They are toward the bottom of the pack, but they're not getting rid of this park. There's no way. Next one. Since Six Flags is merged with Cedar Fair, and Cedar Fair has a licensing deal with the Peanuts characters, will we see any Peanuts characters ever make an appearance at Six Flags St. Louis?
I said no.
Oh, yeah. The no's are at 78%. The yes is at 22%. I would kind of like to see Snoopy Snow Cone Machine, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I would like to see that, or Charlie Brown, or Linus, or somebody at the park, other than these stupid Looney Tunes characters. But I don't think so. I think it's going to be no. Will Fright Fest have any new experiences at Six Flags St. Louis? I put in 2015. I meant 2025.
Oh.
I didn't even realize that. So everybody's like, "Are you going back in time?"
I said yes. I think they'll have something new.
You think so?
Yeah.
The yeses are only at 33%. No's are at 67%. Yeah, this is a tough call because they've done nothing with Fright Fest in years. Sometimes they'll modify something. Like last year's big change was they moved the clowns to over by the log flume, and then they put some other goblins in the Ides of March Excalibur Experience area. That's not really a change. They didn't do anything. They just kind of moved some stuff around. So I don't know. They need help. But as long as people keep going, they're not going to change anything.
Yeah.
They're just going to keep going, doing what they're doing. I don't know why anyone pays for those experiences. During this season, will Six Flags St. Louis announce any new rides coming to the park for the next season?
I said yes.
34% yes, 66% no. This is a tough one.
I said yeah.
I think they're due for something. I'm going to say yes, just slightly. Even if it's another dumb flat ride, I feel like they've got to announce something for this park. I know we did get Rookie Racer, and we got Joker. The Carousels coming back. They're going to market that as a new attraction, I guess. But they need a new roller coaster so bad. So, I don't know. Maybe they'll announce something. Will the Joker Funhouse be any good at Six Flags St. Louis?
I said no.
80% are saying yes.
I said I'm in the minority.
20% said no. I don't think this is going to be anything.
I don't.
I don't think so. I mean, it's not very big. I don't really understand how it's working if it's in the middle of the queue line. They just let a few people go through at once. It's probably really lame. I mean, I don't know. And I guess you have to ride the ride to experience this. So am I never going to see it if I don't go? Coaster Nick has offered me like $100 if I go on the Joker. I don't know if I'll ever see a dime of that money, but he's offered me that. Will Ides of March Adventures go to Six Flags St. Louis more than 27.3 times this season?
It's supposed to, why'd you put 0.3?
Just so there's no confusion.
It's supposed to be 0.5. If you look at any betting, it's always 0.5, not 0.3.
The yeses say 29%. The no's say 71%.
I said no.
Like, I think my average is probably about 20-ish. Yeah. 2 or 3 times a month. That's right around 21 times. So, I don't know. We'll see. If I'm bored and have nothing to do, I could swing over there and just get a meal.
Yeah.
But I should have put how many times will Caleb go over under 3.3. I still haven't bought you a pass yet. So as of now, you can't even get in at all.
Yeah.
I guess I need to do that before it opens in a day or two. But I guess that's going to conclude another Six Flags show. Opening day is just in a day or two after we release this. If you see us in the park, say hi. If you don't see us in the park, comment on the video. And we will see you there. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, may the adventure continue.
Like, subscribe, and blah blah blah.